When we consider magnified optics, the idea of a flip-up magnifier is a relatively new concept. We've seen devices like scopes, LPVOs, things like that since honestly the 1800s when they were very first ideated and employed on weapon systems like a rifle or a carbine. The flip-up magnifier, in a lot of cases, has become the most recognized go-to solution for adding magnification to your carbine optic system. Now, while many people believe that you need to have some kind of magnification on your rifle setup, you don't actually have to, but it is very helpful for things like positive identification or shooting out to distances greater than 250, maybe 300 yards if you're a mediocre shooter, maybe a little bit more if you're a great shooter. Magnifiers are a great tool to add to your rifle, but they are absolutely not necessary. In a lot of instances, they become extra weight. They get added on behind your optic and they become an additional expense. Aside from just having to purchase a magnifier, if you do run a riser like I do with this Unity riser, you have to buy a specialized mount that's going to bring it up into the same eye line or that 226 height. So I had to get the Unity flip to center mount, which I really like. It's very cool here, very easy to stow, but it's an additional expense. Further, when we're talking about magnifiers, they add a fixed power magnification. So on a lot of the things that people gripe about with some of the older optics like the ACOG where it's a fixed 4-power scope, or maybe something like an LCAN where you can only flip between 1 and 4, a magnifier fits that same mold. You only have a 1-power or a 3-power. Now I know there's other magnifiers out there like 5X, this is a 3X. Now the biggest problem people miss when they talk about magnifiers is the eye relief. So while it does give you a magnified image of that reticle and of course the target which you're overlaying the reticle on, the eye relief is somewhat problematic. You do have to ensure that you are mounting that magnifier far enough back that your eye relief is a non-issue and you don't have too much scope shadow with your offset between your eye and your lens piece here. Additionally, one of the problems that I personally ran into, not with this mount, but with other mounts, is that this large QD latch here you can see is usually facing the other direction, which eats up a lot of valuable real estate when trying to access your charging handle. So for that reason, I didn't love running a magnifier, and even on something like a long riser like the Kinu from Overboard Systems, it still was problematic. I will say, not paid, not sponsored, the Unity riser is the first one I found that doesn't give me any issues with accessing the controls to the firearm, while still giving me the opportunity to put the magnifier far enough back to eliminate the problem with the eye relief. Magnifiers are a great tool, but do you really need it?